Today I bring in the EF EcoFlow. It's a portable power station. It's 288 watts backup lithium battery with three 600 watts peak, 1200 watts AC outlets, and LED flashlight, clean, silent. You could actually power it up with solar panels, and we're going to talk a little bit about it, and we're also going to demo it too. So this could be used for anything out there. If you're gonna go camping for quite a while and you need electronics or you need power tools out in the middle of nowhere, this is probably the best thing to do. Also, blenders, pretty much anything that needs to be plugged, this thing will can handle it. So we're gonna take a look at it and see how well it works and if it's even worth it. So my understanding that this thing could fully charge at 1.6 hours. All right, so we're gonna take a look at it and see if that's true. So right now we're gonna open it up and we're gonna take a look at the actual features that are included. That comes, you could actually download the application for iOS or Android, and you can monitor the system too and see how much flow is in there, how much you're actually transferring, or how much you're actually obtaining from the solar panel. So we're gonna take a look at it and see what you get when you get something like this. So let's take a look at it. All right, let me talk a little bit more about the little system. So it looks like a battery. It feels like a car battery, and it's heavy as a car battery. Now, this system is pretty good because if, in addition to just buying the first edition, you could actually keep adding some more additions to it. And there's another power source that you could keep adding. And I'm gonna put it here in the description so you guys can see a little bit more information. And you go, if you require more power for your power tools out in the middle of nowhere, your coffee machine, your electrical heaters, all that stuff could be powered through this system. All right, first of all, we're going to talk about what you get when you buy some of this is included. So right here, if you can see, it has two DC outlets, all right? And then you have your car input here, if you car outlet, of course. And then on top of that, let's close this guy out. On top of that, you got your USB, your fast USB charging station, and then you got USB A version, and this is pretty more like a 5 watts or even higher. And then you have your Type C right here. This is going to give you 100 watts of power. Okay, your on and off button, in course, it's in your reset button into here, your flashlight in here, and then we're going to twist it to the side here. Here you got three AC outlets, 110 volts up to 600 volts. This is a button to actually turn them on, so you could actually start them up. In the back, nothing else. It's just a clear. But on the other side, if you guys see this, this is what I was looking for. So here's a couple, three outlets that you could charge this station, and then we open it up. Here we have a couple of connections here. Here on this one is where we actually going to plug in our solar panels in here, your power outlet, and then you got a reset button, including with a fuse in there in case you ever burn it. So not bad. Now this is going to give you lots of hours of when it's fully charged. We're going to turn it on, first time turning it on. So right now we have 99%. It says 99 hours of power, but right now it's 30%, and there is no power flow, so you don't see any movement on there. Let's see if I could actually get it there. There we go. But pretty much we're going to put it to the test. And of course, when you have it on, you turn on the flashlight. It's not the greatest flashlight. It's a little small little flashlight, you know, but it powers up enough. If it's in a dark area, you're going to get a lot of flow on this. So right now we have 77 hours by turning it on. We're going to turn it off. All right, so you can notice right now we're at 78. On the side of it where we see the hot air coming out, we're looking at 80 to 90. So this is where you have to be careful when I'm talking about not to block the side. Now let's spin it around. And let's take a look at the power source where it's inputting. It's taking all the air and flow in the bottom. There's really not that much, but it does tend to heat up, and it's warming up this area. It's a little hot right now. Is it? All right, we're gonna demo this stuff here, guys. So here we have a power battery, and we have a monitor here. And unfortunately, I don't have a stand for it right now, but we have a PlayStation 4 with a control. And we got this one going to the monitor, if you can see it, going to the monitor. And then we have this one going to PlayStation. All right, so we're gonna crank this up right now. Power it on. And right now we haven't turned on anything because we gotta go into the side of the panel here. You guys can see it right here. It says press and hold for the AC power. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We turn it on. Now, look at that. just came on right now, and we're gonna go wait for it. We're gonna crank up PlayStation, plug it in. Oh, there it is. It came on. So everything looks like it's plugged. We're cranking it up, and if you can see right now how many the outage, right? The watts right now, right? But if you notice the monitor, the PlayStation, it's all coming out together. And if you can see my PlayStation 3, so we got it. All those two are running from the actual system itself. Right now we're 100%, and we can run this for 3 hours. It tells you exactly a percentage of how much battery voltage we're taking on right now. So if you're ever gonna throw an outdoor party at the park and you want to take your PlayStation and play out there, look at this, guys. This thing could run for 3 hours, a monitor and a PlayStation, and kids having fun out there. You know, say the parents are doing camping and, you know, kids are being rowdy too much and you want to keep them entertained. Maybe you want to do something like this, or take it on the road with you on an RV. Guys, I've been running it for an hour already. Oh, actually more than an hour. So we're gonna find out how much. We have 2 hours left. We're at 75% right now, and if you can see it. All right, well, I'm still doing update. I ended up turning it off the program, and it picked up. So it's working. It just it's a little flickery. It was easier on the iPad than it is on the Droid to set up. So if you have an iPhone, you're probably not gonna run into this kind of issue. But I had a lot of problems with this one doing it on the Droid. But it seems like it's doing its job. It's updating. We're at 21%, but let's go ahead and continue with the review. All right, when it's kicking in, you actually hear it. I'm gonna put it real close so you can hear the fans running. It's not super loud, but you can hear it. All right, so that's another thing I forgot to mention. All right, right now we're gonna turn it on. We have 100%. We're at 99, and we're gonna put this heater, all right, on it. And we're gonna see how much it can hold. So what you gotta do is you gotta plug it in the side, and you gotta make sure you have to turn on the power here, right? And we're gonna plug it into one of them. You see, turn on the power there, and we're gonna take a look. We're gonna go on the lowest level as you can, all right, on this heater. If you guys can see it, we're gonna go into level low. So right now we're gonna see how much power we're gonna take. 600, if you guys can see it, and it tells you it's gonna run for 26 hours, a battery that we have. All right, so overall I hope you guys enjoy the test that we ran into, even powering it up. And you know, this is heavy duty. It's heavy duty. I like that the price is about, you know, a little hefty, a little expensive, but you're getting good quality on it. And I think if you think that you're gonna need something like this on the road for camping trips, it's worth getting something like this. But if you're not gonna use it more often, it's just the battery might go damaged, they go bad, they drain out. So it's recommended, you know, even charging it off and on, and continue using it. Now, if you're out in the studios building, making a studio, putting some lights, and putting your computers, your projector, your cameras, this is a great item too. You can take with you on the road. You can do promotions in the middle of nowhere and get the power that you require.